Oh, hello. Hey, you know your favorite holiday's back. Record Store Day. That's right, it's this Saturday, April 16th, and we've got some really great stuff planned for you. So, let's start. I know you want to see some of the stuff. We're all excited. I'm going to start showing you some of the freebies that we're going to have, and of course they'll be kind of, who knows if you won't be able to find them all, but you'll find some of them. They're neat. One of my favorite things is this piece that Sub Pop has put together. Can you see that? I think maybe. Embossed logo from the label, and it's just, it's a bunch of their bands. But what's neat about it, I think, is that there are actually this is kind of hard to do, 4 different package designs, little stickers on them, and the inside is neat because you've got, in addition to the CD, which is in here somewhere, there's a CD and there's a cool poster, but there's also these sort of postcard deals that are really neat looking. Many other labels have put samplers together, and I'm just going to show a few of them. Here we go. Look at that. There's just tons and tons. Oh, here's the one from France. Look at this. Le Disquaire Day. They don't call it Record Store Day. This is what they call it. More. Check those out. And remember, your favorite store, wherever you're going to be, might have some other stuff going on. T-shirts. We've got some Soundgarden buttons left over, and there are also these mini mags that were made this year. There's the Coachella one. Oh, and remember, if you're going to go to Coachella, there is a Record Store Day tent there, so you can get all this cool stuff at Coachella. And Decibel, nice, excellent metal one, and even Nutley got into it. And they've got you can download, if you get this one, you can download 22 tracks or Americana stuff, Steve Earle. So that's good enough, don't you think? Yeah. Well, it's not. There's lots more. So let's start with there's some records coming out by the ambassador of Record Store Day this year, Buck Owens. Wait, no. There's a Buck Owens record, though. But the ambassador is, of course, Ozzy. So we've got the 7-inch, right? And this is kind of neat, too, because what they've done is they've gone back and they've got the sort of same kind of flimsy picture sleeve style, the same kind of paper stock that they would have used 30 years ago when this came out. And we've also got the Blizzard of Oz back, but this is 180-gram vinyl, and Diary of a Madman 2, which I don't have one of right here right now. Now, if you're also into metal, we got to know, okay, Dio, the other Sabbath singer, right? Or one of the other ones. Dio we got. And then for you young cats, Between the Buried and Me and Job for a Cowboy. They have 2 or 3 10-inch records from Job for a Cowboy this year. That's neat. Now, tons of classic rock stuff, too. Beach Boys actually did some, check this out, there's 78s. There are 2 78s in here. With Good Vibrations and Heroes and Villains. Those are like mono mixes, but there's also some early versions, outtakes on here too. And why do we care? Because Smile is finally going to come out. Hooray! Congratulations, Brian, you did it. Some other stuff that I think might sort of fall in that same category. John Fahey, right? Look at this, Skip James. This is a very cool blues record. Country Joe and the Fish. Awesome. Of course, Springsteen has another piece for us. This is some live stuff from it was recorded last year. We've got this Bob Dylan concert from Brandeis in '63. Very cool stuff. Look at the nice back. Well, should we see what's inside of this? Yeah, now this is kind of neat. Something that we were totally branching out in different directions. We made one of these blind box figures. You can see here. It's called RPM, and it was designed by Kozik, so you know it's pretty hip. Now let's just open it up, and we'll see. Yes. Look, I got one of the green ones. Awesome, huh? Cool. Okay. Records. Well, wait a minute. Just like a Cracker Jack box, don't forget to look, because you've got your own little Record Store Day record. It says, "Let's Rock." And you can put it in his hand, and now we have the monster guy saying, "Let's rock." Now, before we proceed, I want to chat for a second. I found this in my files upstairs. It's the Record Store Day mousepad from 2008. And the amazing thing is it's been in my attic for 3 or 4 years, and it still smells like a gross mousepad, and my fingers are all icky on it now. But the reason I'm showing you that is, you don't really... I'm trying to make some kind of point about how you don't need a mousepad anymore, but, CD stores are still really important to you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this video for so long. Now, let me show you some more records. We got here, look at this. This is a Flaming Lips box set. It weighs about 10 pounds, and it's got 5 LPs in it that haven't been available on vinyl for quite some time. So this is a pretty awesome thing. Oh, check this out. Okay, television here. Live album, double live album, very cool. And I want to read this to you. It says here, 180-gram Rhino vinyl, LPs cut from the original analog masters, packages replicated to the finest detail, manufactured with more care than ever. And again, there's a message about Record Store Day in there too. And I want to show you this too. Look at this. See that nice little foil stamp you'll see in a lot of things, which is pretty nice. Oh, this is cool. The first Grateful Dead record is available on vinyl again. But check it out. This is the mono. This is the original. This is the mono mix. Haven't been able to get that for a while. And I should mention that there's some Fish stuff too. So check that out. There's a Fish 7-inch. Mike Gordon has a 7-inch, and one of his albums, one of his CDs, is coming out on vinyl as well. So that's pretty cool. And one more Dead-related thing. We got picture 7-inch here, Built to Spill, covering Ripple. And yes, that is obviously the Grateful Dead song. So thank you there. And we have Fleetwood Mac Rumors. This is one of those deals where they take the record and split it up onto 2 records so they can have it play at 45 RPM and you get better fidelity. And this certainly feels like something here. And I'll tell you a record store story too. You know, back in the day, when I was first working at the counter, when I was first hired, the easy way to tell if a young woman had broken up with somebody would be if she came in and bought Fleetwood Mac Rumors. Now, I was not the type of guy who would take advantage of that situation, but we were aware that that or Joni Mitchell Blue would signal a certain availability. Oh, grunge. We got a little grunge stack here. First of all, we've got a Pearl Jam Immortality 7-inch. And of course, we're talking about, you know, that Vitalogy and Versus just came back out on CD, remastered by my friend Adam. And, well, he did vinyl too. That's about all there's to say about that. There's this cool Nirvana piece here that was a tour thing they did in 1992 in Australia. Very hard to find. Now it's reissued. There was a Sonic Youth thing around the same time, same deal. We got that for you. And check this out. Foo Fighters, medium rare. Kind of a gross cover for you vegans out there. But it is a covers album. Many of these are like B-sides and things, but a couple of them are new to this album. And yeah, you know, you got Wings, Cream, The Who or Mose Allison, depending on who's talking. Thin Lizzy, Pink Floyd. Hey, check this out. Look, Big Star, third, and it's set up. Look, it's made to look like a tape box. And what's neat about it, there's all kinds of cool stuff in here. And what's especially neat is that 5 of the 2,000 copies will actually be original test pressings from 1975. So I can't think of anybody who would deserve a vintage test pressing than somebody who comes out on Record Store Day. So good luck. I hope it's you who gets it. Mumford & Sons 10-inch, and this is kind of a neat story behind that. You should look online to find that. Tron. It's the, you know, Daft Punk, of course. This is really neat stuff. And look, it is, maybe you can't tell, but it's clear. Looks like the disc thing. Okay, this is awesome. My Morning Jacket. Here's the record Z. 2 other of their albums have come out, and these just absolutely beautiful picture discs. Just, you know, there are 2 records in each one to give you enough space to fit it all. And I should mention that they're making 300 of each one, so they're going to be very rare, hard to find, and just something to think about is that since there are nowhere near enough to go around, if you happen to come across a store that has all three, think about maybe only buying one of them so that the next person can have one. I know it's hard, but let's try to share, folks. Okay, look at this. Hollywood Undead. Pretty cool looking picture disc, you know, since they have such a... Whoa. And on the back, look at this. These look like, I don't know if you can tell, but I think these are real autographs. I don't think they're printed on. It looks like it's kind of faded here, like it's was just done with Sharpie. Okay, I got a few more LPs here. Then we're going to go through a little update on some more heavy metal, and then we'll have our speed round, which will be 7 inches. Ray LaMontagne live, mastered by Bob Ludwig. Gorillaz, a whole album, 15 songs. Adele remixes. Bad Brains with a bonus 7-inch in there. Oh, this is a surprise. Look, Lady Gaga. You were not expecting that. Look at that picture disc. Pretty cool, huh? Deftones, a cover album. Kings of Leon. Now, back to the metal here. So we got an Opeth 7-inch here. There we go. It's actually, it's a pretty arresting cover there. I like that cover. Machine Head 10-inch. Circus Survive. And I got to show you the Dio again because it's just awesome. I showed you the front before. Look at that. But look at the back. This cool castle thing. And I'm telling you, man, if you know a 12-year-old boy who doesn't turn into a metalhead just from looking at this, then they're not American. Okay, you ready for the 7-inch bonus round? Let's go. First thing, though, I want to show you this very cool series. It's called Side by Side, and they're upside down, that Warner Brothers has made. And what they're doing is taking newer artists and having them cover songs that all other Warner Brothers artists had done in the past. So, for example, you've got Green Day covering the Husker Du song. You've got the Red Hot Chili Peppers covering Ramones. That's the idea. Jenny and Johnny covering Graham Parsons. And then we got Mastodon covering ZZ Top. That's a neat idea, I think. Got Death Cab for Cutie here with some like sort of like a sampler for their next record. The Doors here, Riders on the Storm. There are 3 different covers worldwide, and the B-side is the mono mix that was never released. Something special there. Ooh, Queen here. Now, you may know that the entire Queen catalog was recently remastered by Bob Ludwig, and this was the U.S. folks' first opportunity to buy anything. It's Keep Yourself Alive. And we've got REM, like a triple pack of singles from the most recent album with, of course, you know, some live stuff in there. Let's do the speed round, okay? Can I do it? We'll find out. Excuse me. Rush. The Republic Tigers, Steve Earle, Derek and the Dominoes, Fistful of Mercy. Should mention that if you're a Beatle collector, that there's also a Sean Lennon piece coming out, another 7-inch. Young the Giant, Rival Schools, Regina Spektor, Flogging Molly, DBs, appearing somewhere on Record Store Day, Raphael Sadiq, Fela Kuti, Cults, Toadies, AC/DC, Opeth, Off, Peter Tosh on green vinyl, Roy Orbison, not appearing on Record Store Day, no sir. Okay, New York Dolls, I always forget that one. Matt and Kim, Rolling Stones, Manchester Orchestra, very cool picture disc, Rise Against, Michael Jackson, Pearl Jam, Built to Spill, Buck Owens, and we are back to our ambassador, Ozzy Osbourne. Thank you for watching. Thank you for shopping in our stores. And we will see you on Saturday.